Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Friday, January 17th, 2025. 2 minors were arrested for investigation into stealing $400,000 worth of Nike gear from a train in Amboy. On Wednesday at approximately 6:40 p.m., BNSF Railway Police contacted the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Morongo Basin Station about a train that was actively being burglarized by multiple suspects in the area of Amboy and National Trails Highway. Deputies traveled toward the scene and saw an unmarked white van traveling west on Amboy Road near Zelda Lane in Wonder Valley. Deputies attempted to stop the van, but it did not yield, and a pursuit began, ending with the van in a dirt berm. Deputies say 2 people fled the van, and with the assistance of a sheriff's helicopter, they were located and arrested. The suspects were only identified as a 16-year-old male and a 17-year-old male. Deputies say they observed an additional vehicle, believed to be related, traveling westbound on Amboy Road and coordinated with California Highway Patrol to stop the vehicle on Old Woman Springs Road near Butte Street and Landers. They say the driver of the second vehicle fled on foot and has not yet been located. The Sheriff's Department says that they recovered 218 cases of Nike brand products worth $408,000, a full recovery of the products taken from the train burglary. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department is conducting this investigation jointly with BNSF Police. On last Friday's Z107.7 Up Close show, host Gary Daigneault spoke with Douglas Poston, the supervising deputy district attorney for the Desert Division Morongo Basin office. They discussed the recent implementation of State Proposition 36 and its impact on prosecuting criminals for retail theft. Here's a snippet from their conversation.
So Prop 36 was placed on the ballot. They all get it right. And so what exactly did that do? It undid something and started some other things.
Correct. I'll kind of list, start with theft. What it allows the district attorney to do now is to aggregate petty thefts. In other words, if we have a person that goes into Walmart and then into Walgreens, Rite Aid, some other stores, and in each one of those stores steals a small amount of merchandise, but that amount, when totaled up and added up, reaches that $950 threshold, instead of charging them with a bunch of what really were, slap on the wrist misdemeanors, we can charge them with a single felony. That's one of the biggest changes.
So instead of treating those shoplifting as separate incidents, it allows you to aggregate them into one charge.
Correct. It allows us to aggregate them into one single felony charge. So that was a big change. Another change was that when a person has a prior record for committing petty theft or shoplifting, depending on the number of priors that they have, the third petty theft can actually now be charged as a felony. Do I expect to see that in every case? No, but that's an option.
So it's its own little version of 3 strikes.
I would say, three.
It's mini 3 strikes.
3 petty thefts, and you do put your 2 prior convictions, and you do that does create the eligibility for filing a felony.
Yeah.
You can listen to their full conversation by downloading the Z107.7 Up Close show as a podcast at our website, Z107.7fm.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. At this week's Morongo Unified School District Board meeting, Donald Fields of Oric Law Firm gave a detailed presentation on Bond Measure C's Citizens Oversight Committee and its responsibilities in synergy with the board and overall legal parameters. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has the outline Fields provided for us today.
The role of the Bonds Oversight Committee is to review school board actions in spending bond funds and report findings to the public. The committee will ensure bond funds are spent for the authorized purposes set forth in the applicable measure approved by voters. This includes reviewing annual financial and performance reports required by Proposition 39, inspections of campuses, reviewing materials provided by the board, and requested information of the board and its staff. The board is required to provide administrative and technical assistance to the committee, including resources to publicize committee's conclusions without spending bond funds. Fields reminded meeting attendees the board is elected to direct which projects are to be funded with bond proceeds and how projects are to be completed, and has no authority to delegate these decisions to any other body, including the Oversight Committee. When speaking to the committee's operations, Fields stated their meetings are subject to the Brown Act, to be noticed and open to the public, to provide annual reports on its activities, and to provide its minutes and reports for public record. Fields continued to outline the Oversight Committee's organization, its independence from the school district, and member terms. To read the full outline, please visit the story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
Today is the final day to register for the point-in-time homeless count. San Bernardino County is seeking volunteers for the annual point-in-time count taking place on January 23rd. This critical effort collects data on unsheltered individuals, which is used to secure federal funding and direct vital resources to those experiencing homelessness. Volunteers will also support county teams in offering real-time services to the unhoused community during the count. The PITC provides a snapshot of the county's homeless population, enabling officials to track progress and prioritize resources where they're most needed. Using a web-based app, volunteers will survey individuals in vehicles, parks, transit centers, and other locations while distributing backpacks with essential items. This year, the focus includes offering supportive services alongside data collection, further addressing the needs of vulnerable populations. PITC volunteers must be at least 18 years old, have a smartphone or tablet, and provide their own transportation. Training sessions will be held virtually, ensuring participants are fully prepared. To register or learn more, you can visit a link in this story at our website, Z107.7fm.com, or call 909-501-0617. The Yucca Valley Animal Shelter will be closed today for a scheduled in-service staff training session. The animal shelter will resume normal operations tomorrow. While the shelter is closed, owners of missing or lost pets should call the animal shelter at 760-365-311 and leave a voicemail message. Staff will be returning phone messages at the conclusion of the training. The County of San Bernardino is accepting applications for the part-time positions in mosquito and vector control programs, community and environmental health inspectors, and fiscal teams. Online news editor Robert Hayden joins us with more on these opportunities that provide valuable experience in the field of public health.
In the mosquito and vector control positions, you'll be setting up mosquito traps, providing door-to-door education, and surveilling bugs and flagging ticks. In community environmental health jobs, there'll be pool inspections later this year, and their soft serve program means testing ice cream throughout the county, ensuring that they're following the proper steps and verifying that they have the proper permits. Customer service positions include taking calls and helping with resources, and the fiscal positions will be helping with invoices and keeping track of all the payments. These are seasonal positions with flexible schedules that provide professional development and field experience. To apply, you must be 18 or older, have a high school diploma or equivalent, and a clean driving record. We'll have more information on the email that you need to apply to at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
High Desert Times and a group of talented poets from Los Angeles and the Morongo Basin community are kicking off 2025 with a spoken word event featuring music and food at Corner 62 in 29 Palms. Reporter Hillary Sloan has more.
Local author Alexandra Martinez partnered with High Desert Times owner Liz Lapp to organize a desert poetry reading after poet Ingrid M. Calderon expressed interest in sharing her work in the inspiring high desert. Joining them are local poet Angelus and LA-based poet Daryl Gusson. This event also reflects on the personal impact of the recent Los Angeles fires, which have affected many of the participating poets and their loved ones. Guests can enjoy tamales by chef Kim Harara Cruz of Sitlali Tamales, and music by DJ Pequeña Cretina from Other Desert Radio. High Desert Times continues collaborating with creators to build a vibrant literary community. The event will be held on January 18th from 3 to 5 p.m. at Corner 62, 73552 29 Palms Highway, Suite 2 in 29 Palms. The public is encouraged to attend and enjoy an afternoon of creativity and connection. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
The Yucca Valley High School Lady Trojan basketball team traveled to Indio High School on Tuesday evening and came home with a 66-26 Desert Valley League victory. Junior Tegan Moon led a balanced scoring attack with a game-high 17 points. She was followed by senior Toriana Simpson, who pumped in 11 points, and sophomore Nevaeh Backleg, who notched 9 points. The team returns to action on Tuesday with a critical home game against Coachella Valley High School. Game time is 5:30 p.m. at Trojan Gym. And finally, the Yucca Valley High School Trojan soccer teams hosted Indio High School in an exciting evening of competition. The junior varsity Trojans fell short in a 2-0 loss. Coach Aiden Mendoza praised the team's defensive line and highlighted the exceptional leadership of team captain Brian Quintero. The varsity Trojans secured a narrow 2-1 victory over Indio. Osvaldo Lopez was nominated as player of the match by Coach George Rodriguez because he contributed both of the team's goals. The Trojans will face Coachella Valley High School on Tuesday. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.